Hello, how you doing? And let's see. I want to try and answer this question. When can I retire? Okay, that's what I'm going to name this video. When can I retire? It's a very common question, or something that your parents often talk about or speak about. What all the financial experts is the main goal, I guess, so to speak, is retirement. So instead of answering that by an age, like, yeah, you can retire at this age, or this is the retirement age, or how much money do I need to retire, right? I think there's a deeper, I think there's a question behind that question, really. And the way I want to answer that is, do you want to retire? Okay? Because if your idea of retirement is stopping whatever it is that you're doing, right? Is that gonna make you happy, so to speak? When the kids leave the home, right? When they get married, okay, it's just you and the wife, right? Or it's just you and the husband in the home. What's next, right? Do you just get old and die? Is that retire, or you go on a couple of vacations, or you collect this, you know, imaginary amount of money per month that's gonna satisfy your living expenses and then give you the ability to go out, or is there more to life? Okay, is retirement a word that hinders your purpose in life, your mission, your passion? Okay, so the reason why I want to do this video is this is for my mom, really. So, and if you know me, you know my mission is helping moms really get their finances in order. So this is really for her, but it's also for other moms out there that ask that question, right? Who am I? Do I want to retire? When can I retire? The word retirement it's not a good word, okay? It's not even in the Bible, okay? There's no Hebrew definition for it, okay? Retirement is this false illusion, in my opinion, of the American dream, okay? But if you knew who you are, and you knew what you wanted to do in life, and you had a passion or a mission, right? Some sort of vision, would you quit on your mission, your vision, your passion, your goals? Would you quit on it for retirement? Or would you live out your life like it's your last day on earth, right? Every day you're living like it's your last day, right? So that's what I want to shift in mom and dad's mind, so to speak, and in my mom as well. Is we want to shift that. Well, how do we do that? Well, there's one thing that can get you to retirement, right, so to speak, or get you to that dream, and that's money, right? Okay, so let's talk about the history of money, because I believe if you understand your history, okay, that's gonna put you years ahead. Not only that, if you understand how money works according to history, that will also put you ahead and get you that much closer to living out what it is that you want to do with your life. So diving into it, all right? There is three things that have existed all throughout mankind when we're talking about currency, when we're talking about money. And it's these three things right here: insurance, banking, and real estate. Okay, you can backtrack this before Christ. Okay, Roman Empire, the Persians, the Greeks, major empires, Chinese, right? All different countries, all different empires back in the day. They had these three things, okay? Before they got the land, okay, what did they need? An army to conquer the land. Well, that's, in my definition, that's insurance, okay, protection. And then once they got the land, right, they acquired this land, so that's real estate. Okay, they conquered the land, and then they have jewels, gold, oil, iron, equipment, supplies. They had a storehouse where the women had dowries. Okay, that's banking, right? Let's fast forward into the industrial age. All right, when people started actually being able to, if we're focusing on United States, right? Insurance, they started with fire insurance, and then it started going into insurance on the individual, and then insurance on businesses, right? That started to evolve. Banks started in what, the 1800s. United States, I think, finally adopted it. I think it was in other countries they had banking already, but we were a little late to the party. Real estate, same thing. It evolved into actual people having their own homes, okay, and their own land and their own farming, their own harvest. All right. So why do you need to know this? Well, if you want to retire, if you want to live the life you want, make the type of money you want, you ought to look at the things that have never failed when it comes to your money, right? If we look at other investment opportunities that are out there today, like the stock market, like IRAs, Roths, REITs, bonds, treasuries, securities, okay, pension funds, and let's see, any employer type retirement funds, any of those investment accounts that we know, any retirement investment account that you know today has not existed longer than these things. So that should tell you something. That should ring a red flag that, the Social Security, these IRAs, these are only, what, 50 years old in existence? They've only been existing for about 50, 70, right? 50, 70 years. The stock market itself, the actual stock market, has only been around for what, 100 years? 120, right? The stock market started late 1800s, I think very early 1900s, but the common man wasn't really involved in it until about, what, the 20s, right? And then shortly after, Great Depression. Okay, so, if we know that these retirement accounts have only existed for a short period of time, and they have a track record of failing, right? 2008, right? You've got different days that the stock market has crashed. People have lost hundreds and thousands of dollars in their retirement accounts. They're not guaranteed. They're not safe. They're not liquid, right? You can't touch it till you're 59 and a half. Okay, we need to look back. We really do. Because these three things have never failed, right? These three things are what wealthy people have in their portfolio, number one. Number two, they're liquid. Okay, number three, let's see. It's guaranteed never to fail when you do it right, obviously. You gotta have the education, okay? But if we want to figure out, how can I retire? How can mom retire? She's 40 years old, 50 years old. You got maybe 10, 15, 20 years left in your working years, right? So in that time period, how can we acquire the money to get us to where we need to get to? And that's where I want to dive into this bottom portion here, okay? The first part is know your history. The second part is what has never failed. Because if I put my money in something and I know it's never going to fail, it's guaranteed, I'm going to make money, possibly even tax-free, right? With these strategies, right? Do the banks pay taxes? No. Do insurance companies pay taxes? No. Right? Real estate investors, big real estate developers, big real estate companies, do they pay taxes? No. Very, very little. In terms of the amount of money that they make, by the billions, they're probably paying what, millions in taxes? That is nothing, right? Meanwhile, you have an IRA, you have a Roth, you have a REIT, right? Any type of investment account, and you're putting money into this account, which you're paying management fees, broker fees, stock market fees, trading fees. And then when you make money, now you got to pay tax on the gains. And if you lose money, and you still have to pay tax. And even when you lose money, you still have to pay the broker for the amount of money that he lost you when he put in the trade, he or she. Right? So you have to take that into consideration. What am I doing with my money? Right? Who am I trusting with my money? Why am I trusting this individual with my money to get me the goal, the desire that I want? When I'm simply saying redirect that money back to you, educate yourself on the history of money, learn these 3 things right here, and then we figure out the head part. Right? We gotta get ourselves in the groove, so to speak. So look, you have to change the way you look at money. Money is just a tool, right? Your mindset, you have to change your mindset to I have to make it. I have to do it. Right? Your passion is just a feeling, okay? So that's not enough. You need a purpose, because a purpose is your vision, right? And when you have purpose in life, you constantly in the mindset of your purpose. And the last thing you need to combine that is the mission, because a mission is going to provide you with a direction to go in. And okay, I'm about to retire in 10 years or 15 years, okay? I need to change the way I look at money. I need to get my mindset right, to a have to, right? A passion is just a feeling, right? How do we add on to the feeling? Because the feeling can go away quickly, right? Today I feel like doing it, tomorrow I don't. The next day I feel like doing it, the next day I don't. So you have to add that purpose. You have to know your purpose, which is your vision. But that's not enough either. We need a mission which provides us with the direction that we're going in, the path, right? So I hope that helps, mom, dad, right? Parents out there. I want to shift how you're thinking about retirement, right? You're thinking, how much money do I need to put away at a certain age to live on, to supply my expenses and pay all my debts and have money to leave over for my children? I'm simply saying, I don't think you're dying anytime soon. I think you're going to be living longer, okay? So you ought to figure out who you are, why you're here, what's your purpose in life. Figure out this. It's just a tool, right? Understand these 3 things that have never failed when it comes to money. Why are you putting your money away in vehicles that have failed? They have a track record of failing. The stock market has failed people many times. It's also made people a lot of money. I'm not downing it. I'm just saying, if you don't have these 3 things in your portfolio, okay, it's going to be a lot more difficult. It's it's going to be really challenging for you to get to that retirement theory in your mind that you've been fed for the past 50 to 70 years. Because when you look at history, right, your ancestors, your great-great-great-grandparents, okay, they did not retire. They didn't know what retirement was. It was not, I don't even think the word retirement is in like old dictionaries, right? I'd like to do the homework on that. I'm gonna look that up, right? The word retirement. How old is that word really, right? Because I don't think our ancestors retired. I think they worked and they did what they harvest, they planted seeds till they died, man. They did it. They really did, you know? And in the past, 100 years or less, we've been fed this idea of retirement. You know, with the photo, right? With the beach behind them, they're doing this. I don't know. It doesn't make sense if I'm gonna put my money somewhere and it's gonna magically, you know, give me retirement, or buy a certain type of product that pays my the home care, long-term care. I don't know. I think our ancestors knew something that we just don't comprehend today with all the amount of information that's coming at us. So I hope this video helps you get it. These 3 things, accomplish that, and we'll be on our next step to figuring out, okay, which vehicle am I gonna, roll with, right? Enjoy. Have a good day.